It is Wednesday, March 17. Welcome to CGN News. Jamaica's health ministry has reassigned several employees who worked at the COVID vaccination site, from which 10 doses have gone missing. In a release on Tuesday, the ministry said a vial with 10 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine went missing from a vaccination site at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James on Monday. It was discovered missing after standard checks were carried out during the vaccination process. The ministry said an investigation is now underway, including a review of CCTV footage and the policies and procedures at the site. President Jovenel Moïse has asked the Organization of American States, the OAS, for assistance to deal with the security crisis in Haiti days after the death of 4 police officers in a botched raid. Moïse asked for help on Monday when he met with OAS Secretary General Luis Almagro to discuss security. The discussions come on the heels of an incident on Friday in the village de Dieu slum where kidnapping victims are often kept. 4 police officers were killed and 8 injured in an attempted raid on a gang stronghold. Their armored vehicles and high-caliber automatic weapons were also seized. President Moïse denounced the acts as, quote, a declaration of war against society, end quote. A virtual meeting on Tuesday between the Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and China President Xi Jinping set the stage for Trinidad to receive COVID-19 vaccines from China. A statement by the Office of the Prime Minister said the discussions centered on several matters of mutual interest. Several ministers were present, including Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Emery Brown, who told Newsday the meeting with President Xi was very productive. He said it included specific dialogue on COVID-19 and both nations' efforts to control the infection and keep their respective populations safe. Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Alan Chastanet, says it is unfortunate that stories are being published that cause citizens to second-guess taking the COVID vaccine. He says that his administration is working to procure enough vaccines to have every St. Lucian vaccinated. He said the government's responsibility is to ensure the vaccine is available. Chastanet said that the arrival of 25,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine on March 1 has significantly boosted the island's ability to mitigate the impact of COVID-19. Talks are continuing with the government of India for the purchase of additional vaccines outside of the COVAX facility. The Nevis Tourism Authority, the NTA, is focused on expanding its visitor base of health and fitness travelers with the launch of a new promotional video. The 1-minute Just Be Nevis video will serve as a vehicle to showcase the distinctive aspects of the destination and target the growing health and wellness visitor segment. Several Nevisian wellness practitioners and locations are featured, including the Nevis Hot Springs and the Back to My Roots Spatique. The NTA is inviting guests to share videos of their own best self-care practices on its social media platforms using the hashtag JustBeNevis. The most popular videos will receive a gift from Nevis in appreciation for their support. Governor General of St. Lucia, Emmanuel Senac, says the government will be proposing a cannabis bill to govern the industry in the island. Under the bill, simple possession of cannabis will no longer be an indictable offense, according to a Loop News report. Senac made the announcement while delivering his throne speech, but did not give a timeline for the presentation of the bill. The Governor General said the initiative is intended to support the creation of jobs and boost the economy. Moderna announced Tuesday it is beginning a study of its COVID-19 vaccine in children younger than 12, one that will include babies as young as 6 months. The announcement comes exactly a year after the first adult received a test dose of the shot created at the National Institutes of Health. It's now being used across the U.S. and in multiple other countries. Moderna also has tested the vaccine in 12 to 17-year-olds, but hasn't yet released its findings. The study in younger children will be more complex because researchers need to determine whether to use a smaller dose than in adults and adolescents. The study aims to eventually enroll about 6,750 children in the U.S. and Canada. At least 8 people, including 6 Asian women, were killed in shootings at 3 different spas in the U.S. state of Georgia on Tuesday. A 21-year-old white male is in custody on suspicion of staging all 3 attacks, police said. The shootings come with many Asian Americans already on edge following a recent spike in hate crimes against the community and triggered immediate fears that Asian-run businesses may have been deliberately singled out. 4 of the victims were killed at Young's Asian Massage near Ackworth, a suburb of Georgia's state city Atlanta, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution newspaper reported. Authorities have identified Robert Aaron Long as a suspect in all 3 shootings. After the state of Colorado issued a proclamation urging citizens to avoid eating meat, neighboring state Nebraska fired a fierce rebuttal. Speaking from a butcher shop, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts, a Republican, said Colorado's action was a, quote, direct attack on our way of life, end quote. He declared March 20, the same day as Colorado's Meat Out Day, to be Meat on the Menu Day. Beef is the largest industry in Nebraska, he said. Meat Out Day was started in 1985 by the Farm Animal Rights Movement and seeks to inform people about the health benefits of a plant-based diet. Colorado's call for residents to consider not eating meat on March 20 states that removing animal products from our diets reduces the risks of various ailments. Colorado Governor Jared Polis is a meat eater, but his partner is a longtime vegan. And finally, drug regulators in Nepal are probing how a Bahraini prince was able to take COVID-19 vaccines into their country without permission. Mohammed Al Khalifa arrived in Nepal Monday with about 2,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Importing drugs into Nepal needs prior approval. The Bahraini embassy told Nepalese media that the prince's team wanted to donate the vaccine to villagers in the Gorkha district. On Tuesday, an official for the company arranging the prince's trip told the Himalayan Times that after quarantining for 7 days, the group would travel to the district and distribute the vaccines. The prince and his team plan to climb Mount Everest afterwards. Nepal launched its vaccination drive on January 27 and is prioritizing jabs by risk group. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.